Merry Christmas, everyone. This is the Sports Spiral, and in today's video, I'm going to review Week 15 of the NFL, and I'm going to take a look at Week 16, which features many games on Christmas and Christmas Eve. So, a very exciting lineup this year, and it will be very cool to see all the action on those dates. So, starting with the review of Week 15, the 49ers were able to beat the Seahawks. They are doing very good. They are potential Super Bowl candidates. Brock Purdy has played well, and the defense has really helped him out a lot. So, 49ers showing strong. And then the Vikings, uh, they won that in a crazy comeback game versus the Colts. They were down 33-0, the largest ever uh, comeback in NFL history, and it was just insane. It's one half was all Indianapolis, the other half was all uh, Vikings. The first half they got outscored 33-0, and then the Vikings came back and they scored. I think the game went to overtime, so I think it was like 36-3 or something in the second half. But yeah, they won in overtime, I believe. So a good win there for the Vikings, and just very frustrating for the Colts. And they bench Matt Ryan after that. Very interesting. Matt Ryan has now suffered the the fate of losing the largest lead in Super Bowl and regular season history. That is very disappointing. And then you have the Browns. They were able to hold off the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are still in the playoff picture, but they are going to need to win a game or two here. I know they're without Lamar Jackson and Tyler Huntley. The backup isn't. He's a little injured as well, so it's tough going for the Ravens. They're going to have to dig deep to make the playoff here. And then we have the Bills. They're still cruising along quite well. They beat the Dolphins 35. They were able to beat the Dolphins in that one, I think like 31-28, something like that. Uh, and then the Eagles, they got it done versus the Bears, but I believe Jalen Hurts is a little injured. He's, questionable for this week. And then the Saints beat the Falcons in that struggling division. The Lions got another nice win. And then the Steelers beat the Panthers. Steelers are a pretty decent team. They're not as bad as earlier in the season. And the Jaguars, they beat the Cowboys in overtime. What a turnaround for the Jaguars. I believe they are 6-8, and they control their own destiny within the AFC South division at the moment. Very interesting. As for Dallas, this isn't going to knock them out of the playoff picture or anything. They're still doing very good. But this game really just brought the Jaguars into the playoff picture. And then the Chiefs, they were able to hold off the Texans in a close one. Texans still just one win for them on the season. It's been a really rough year. And then the Broncos got a win versus the Cardinals. Speaking of the Cardinals, I'd say Cliff Kingsbury has definitely got to be on the hot seat. He's probably going to be fired after this season, I would expect. I think that would be a smart choice at least. And then the Raiders beat the Patriots, and that one, the Chargers beat the Titans, so the Titans just one game ahead of the Jaguars with 3 games to go. And then you have the Bengals. They beat the Bucks. The Bucks, I think they still lead that division, but everyone in that division is really struggling. And the Bengals currently are in control of the NFC East. No, the AFC. I think it's the AFC North. All the divisions are so confusing because they don't necessarily align with geography. And then you have the Giants beat Washington there. And then, yeah, the Packers, they beat the Rams, so the so-called Baker Mayfield cycle is continuing where he plays good and then he plays bad and then he gets traded. So we'll see. He's not going to get traded now, obviously, but yeah, we'll see. The Rams, I think they're just going to struggle throughout the rest of the season. Um, and then looking at week 16 now, we have the Jets versus the Jags. Pretty crucial playoff battle here. I think the Jets can still make it, although I'm not too sure about that. But the Jags definitely can. They are 6-8 and they control their own destiny. But I think the Jets are gonna get them here. But if they were to win this, it would be absolutely huge. And then Buffalo is going against Chicago in this one, and they should be able to win that one. The Bears already eliminated from the playoffs. And then the Browns going against the Saints. You know, since the Saints are from the NFC South, might as well just pick any other team because the NFC South is just bad this season. And then the Titans are going to have a bit of a struggle versus the Texans here, I think, because they're without Tannehill for the rest of the season. Very important there. And the Texans may have a chance to help out the Jaguars and get their second win of the season. Very interesting right there. And then the Chiefs going against the Seahawks, they should be able to get that one done. The Vikings have been going strong this season. They will be going against the Giants in a pretty important battle there. And then you have the Bengals going against the Patriots. Patriots have not looked great this season. The Bengals have. And then the Lions are going against the Panthers. Should be another win for the Lions. They are really turning it on as well. And then the Ravens, it's kind of, we don't really know who's going to start for them because Huntley's injured, Jackson's injured. Now, Jackson hasn't gone to a practice, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to miss this game. So it's very interesting there. We'll see who starts, but I'm just going to go with the Ravens in this one since overall they are the better team. And then the 49ers going against Washington in a pretty interesting game there. 49ers, I think, win that in a close one. And then the Cowboys going against the Eagles in a big NFC East showdown here. I do have the Cowboys in this one because Jalen Hurts is questionable for this game, so I'm going to do the Cowboys there since Jalen Hurts, he may get some playing time, but even if he gets a little bit of playing time, I think the Cowboys get it done there. And then the Steelers going against the Raiders, they should get that one. The Steelers have been looking better recently. The Dolphins will be going against the Packers. Packers, you know, they're a little less bad right now, but they're still not good, so I'm going to pick the Dolphins there. The Broncos going against the Rams. Rams just bad, so the Broncos should be able to win that one. And then the Bucks are going against the Cardinals. Bucks have not looked good this season, but neither have the Cardinals, so I'm going to pick the Buccaneers right there. Then you have I believe this is like the Monday game, the Chargers versus the Colts, and I do have the Chargers and that one over the Colts. So, yeah, very interesting to see how this playoff shakes up. A lot of close races here with 3 games left, so it'll be very exciting there. As for college games, it's just some of the minor bowls and like Christmas Eve and stuff like that. Really nothing too interesting going on with the college games right now. So it's all NFL for Christmas and Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas, everyone. This has been the Sports Spiral. Bye.